everyone. Yeah, today I have my nose quite closed up. Just a few minutes ago it started. Yeah. Anyhow, I have a wonderful talk today from Eckhart about the true source of satisfaction. The source of satisfaction that disconnects you from everything out there. That you are satisfaction by decision. By decision of being enjoyed and satisfied with the present moment. Being aware of the present moment and being aware with all senses, as I call it, with each sense that you have, to be 100% sure. That is the true, most fulfilling source of satisfaction. And now I want you to enjoy Eckhart's talk about this whole thing. He gives wonderful explanations, wonderful metaphors to explain this. And later on, I will make a little guided tour with you. Let's see which one I take for you, which one I choose today. And enjoy this wonderful time that you have chosen to take for yourself right now, which you can be very, very, very proud of already. And put a hug or a slap, like with your hand. Do some, give yourself a good feeling. Be proud of yourself. What you have reached, where you are standing alive and very open-minded and conscious about everything that you hear, that you read, that someone tells you. Stay that way no matter what. And by allowing it to you, you allow it to everyone else to follow you. This is how each sport lives, with more and more broken records. One starts, and then just a shortest time afterwards, the other ones hit that Olympic stadius. What's the name of what I just used? The Guinness Book of Records of wins. Broken records. Now I got it. The broken records. They will break the records as well, just shortly after one did it. And that shows it's just a mind thing. By deciding and seeing, he can do it, then I can do it, she can do it, then I can do it, why not? Okay? So then don't let not even your brain tell you what is possible and what not. Especially not your brain. It doesn't know it. Your brain is only there to do the things that you decide, to express them, make them into a plan, into a structure, into a doing. That is what your brain is there for. Okay? Well, at least the right side of your brain, the analytical part. And maybe please don't nail me onto the correct side of your brain. Just let's talk about one side is like this and the other is like that. Now relax even more. take yourself a wonderful, cozy, relaxing seat and a cup of tea or water, and then just do some deep breaths to you. And then allow yourself to just be here, open-minded, listening. And don't forget your wonderful free gift in the end of this talk.
The main source of satisfaction is the presence. And even all those things that are secondary satisfaction, many of them are because for a moment they bring you into presence. If, for example, if you're climbing a mountain or you're hiking or you're walking on the beach or you're swimming, certain activities take you out of your mind and can bring you into presence while they last. And you feel so good. And you think it's caused by the activity, but it's caused by the fact that all the habitual torturous thinking subsided and you're suddenly completely there. That was so good, that swim, that hike, that whatever it was so good. Okay, why? Well, it was good because were you thinking? No. Were you thinking about yesterday or tomorrow or your problems or your difficult life or difficult people in your life? No. Okay, you were completely present. So once you realize and sense that true satisfaction is derived from presence, that means when things go wrong in ordinary life, when you encounter undesirable, so-called undesirable circumstances, when things don't work out they were supposed to work out, things break suddenly, you lose something, a difficult person comes into your life, you can, even in that situation, you can continue to be in touch with the source of satisfaction. Let's say you made great plans for some great wedding, and suddenly on the wedding day something happens and the groom or the bride are detained somewhere and they can't make it. And we've invited 300 people and we've paid thousands of dollars for this wedding, and I've been looking forward to this for years. It was supposed to be the culmination of my life. It's a fictitious situation, but it could happen and probably has happened. It's just one of many possible examples. So this is a very unpleasant thing if you're not in touch with the true source of satisfaction and you go all shaky and upset, or hysterical, whatever, depending on your predispositions. You lock yourself in a room or you scream, depending on whatever kind of ego you have. But if you are in touch with the source of satisfaction, in presence, wow, okay, that's a pity, but of course we'll have it some other day. And you continue to feel a sense of aliveness, because after all, this moment isn't that bad, just because the wedding has collapsed, and I'm using the collapsed wedding as a metaphor, whatever collapses or goes wrong. So here we have, and you can you are then above the situations in your life. They don't control you anymore. And I wouldn't go so far as to say that you control them. To some extent, of course, you can manifest certain good things, but you're never totally in control of externals. There are many other factors. So, and you don't need to be totally in control of externals. So, question always arises, are you above the situation or are you below the situation? Are you at the mercy of situations and people? Or are you free of dependency on how other people behave towards you, or how certain situations evolve or happen, or dependent on whether something happens or does not happen?
Yeah, thank you very much, Eckhart, for this beautiful talk. I love this one. How you really remind us on how to disconnect to what is out there and not let this bother you and me and anyone. Just don't. And put that energy to what you want. You're creating in your brain. This is how each thing that is here on this planet started. There is nothing without a thought that started by itself. Yeah. So, let's go and make a little guided tour here. And you will be excited to see what is the outcome of this one. Yeah. Lean back, relax. You maybe still are. Now you can connect by putting your feet on the ground, your head up high, your back in a straight position. It doesn't mean how, but just straight. And then take some deep breaths. Inhale and exhale. In that speed that you find sufficient for you. Yes. Yeah, and now, when you feel really connected and really relaxed, we will go and plant a tree. We will plant your tree. The first thing we need, a seed, a small tree seed, and you don't know yet what it will be. You just know that it's a seed from a tree. And now you put it into the earth, to the ground. You open it, you dig a hole, and you put it in. And then what you're doing, you're covering it again. So it's not visual, seeable, how long it takes to let something grow underneath. So it's now in that earth there. And now this is kind of, you have put an intention to let something grow. Taken this, put it into the ground, and just leaving it now by itself. And what does happen now? It needs a certain humidity, it needs a certain heat. Yeah, it needs water, it needs the sun, but that's it. And so you can let all this do its work by its own. You don't have to do nothing anymore. Yeah, and then you will realize after quite some time of waiting, not seeing, not knowing, with your brain, if it's growing or what is it doing underneath there. Oh, so many weeks already passed and nothing visible. It must not work. This is the stories that our brain tells us often. But no, there will be that day where it makes bam and the earth breaks open and the little root from the seed comes up and out and opens up. Yeah, you can watch that and be aware of the perfect conditions of the sun, of the warmth, of the humidity. It needs to be just as perfect as it is right now. And then you will be so surprised seeing how this tree, this little tree, became green from the sun. It built up even more complex forms. Yeah, and we are still keeping this to be our reminder of this growing process. And now as you watch it growing piece by piece, step by step, it will grow and grow tremendously big. Yeah, and then you will see the size of your tree. And now watch where it is. Where is this tree growing? How tall is it growing? What is the light it's growing in? What is the weather it's growing? Is it stormy? Is it calm? Yeah. Really become aware and touched with the way that your tree does look like. And from there on, you will realize what type of tree this is you have been planted. Look at it very carefully and find out what type of tree this is. And that's a wonderful gift for you as a reminder of who you are. And symbolically, you could explain each word from the laundria to whatever. But you can really look it up and see and visualize from the back of your seats, from your parents, how they wave their hand. And now what are you? Are you an oak tree or a cherry tree or something completely different, or rose? It could be so different. Look up in the internet for the name of the tree, for a symbolic description of the meaning of such a tree. Okay? And that will help you to take the next steps and to understand, and this is just to understand what your actual status of being today, right now, what it is, how you feel. It has nothing more to say about your past, about your future, nothing. It's just telling you the actual present moment. Yes, and now come back and enjoy this, what you have found out in this short little trance meditation. And then look me up whenever you like to give me some questions about this or about anything else, or if you want to take that chance of your free coaching session as a gift for you, then write me an email and say hello. And then we meet together. How wonderful is that? And please now, the final thing here, remember who you really are, which is a lottery win in your life and the life of everyone else you meet on this planet in this lifetime. Yes, have a wonderful, beautiful day, minute, second, just each moment.